Hello and welcome, my Aquarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Aquarius zodiac sign in celebration of Fall Equinox. On Monday, we're celebrating Fall Equinox. Many of us are already enjoying the amazing fall colors that Mother Nature is bestowing on us with the season change. The fall equinox marks a time where Mother Earth is preparing for the cycle of death. This change in energy opens us up in looking at what we too need to release and change in our lives. And that's exactly what we're going to look at in this reading. I'm going to explore what my Aquarius friends can release during the fall equinox. The deck that I chose for this reading is the Tarot de Nuit. I will end the session off with a blessing from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Like always, I will have links below to both these fabulous decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aquarius friends, let's see what the cards have in store for you today. What should my Aquarius friends release this fall equinox? How can my Aquarius friends maintain the balance of light and dark? Got a jumper there? That the fall equinox, more jumpers, brings us. Okay. Let's see what we've got here, my Aquarius friends. Okay. So the first card is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the second card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about intuition and hidden talents. The next card we have is the Ten of Swords. Tens are a completion card and a beginning card. Swords are about truth and knowledge. The next jumper we have is the Devil. It's the 15th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about what's binding us down, our addictions, those pieces that we're not willing to give up and they're not supporting our life's purpose or helping us in any way. The second card, the Knight of Cups. Knights are that adolescent energy, that no fear, I'm not going to get hurt, go big or go home energy. Cups are about intuition and emotion. So these are the four cards that jumped out at you while I was shuffling. So let's get into this. The High Priestess is the second card in the Major Arcana. She's also a gatekeeper, the gatekeeper of the dark pillar and the light pillar. She is the person that you need to access when you're looking at your intuition, when you want to further yourself. The Knight of Cups, that's right above her, really talks about that energy. The Knight of Cups really brings that energy onto the High Priestess because she's being flanked by some pretty, well, they're not exactly the nicest cards. The Ten of Swords talks about all those situations that have not been the most pleasant, that we've had to carry. They're literally swords in our back. The original card that Pamela Coleman Smith has is a man with 10 swords impaled into his back. We're carrying that information on, however, we're going to the next chapter. As painful it may be, we're getting up and going on to the next step. And the Devil talks more about those pieces that are holding us back. Those addictions, those things that aren't helping us in any way, yet we find solace in them. They're ego-driven, and it keeps us in our box. The High Priestess wants to shoot us outside our box, because that way we can make movement, we can do transition, we will be able to access that universal wisdom, that universal energy. The Devil does not want us to do that. And the final card in this reading is the Two of Pentacles. Twos are duality and choice. Pentacles are about growth and abundance. The Two of Pentacles is about balance. The High Priestess brings balance to this. What we need to kind of release is the addiction of the Devil and the swords that are not going to help us on our journey. Our journey is with the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. Those two lovely ladies are going to take us on to that next step, that next phase, Aquarius. We're stuck here. If you keep with the devil and the swords, you're going to kind of swirl. And we hate swirling in muck because we feel stuck. When we start to balance ourselves, grounding and centering ourselves, connecting into our intuition, we're going to find hidden talents that the High Priestess knows we have that will help us on that next step of our journey. So the Fall Equinox is really talking about pruning out these two. How you can do that without major life trauma, or what I call the January flop, because in January we always have these great New Year's resolutions. I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to save money. They don't last long because they're major life shifts. When you try to take too much of a change and put it on your plate, you become overwhelmed. Your ego steps in, and so does the devil. So rather than a major change, minor ones. Focusing more on ourselves. Focusing in on those hidden talents, our intuition. Giving ourselves time to heal and rejuvenate. And I should say, time and permission. We have to give ourselves that permission. It can be one thing to say, yeah, I'll set aside, 30 minutes to meditate, or I'll go take a bubble bath. But it's that permission to heal. Giving ourselves permission to do this work. It's a big part of it. Let's see what our shadow self wants to add to this. And that's the Page of Pentacles. Pages are that innocent child energy, where we have an adolescent energy in the Knights. We have that child, inquisical, playful energy. What your shadow self wants you to remind you of, this is not all work. You need to play, you need to have fun, and when you are doing something, enter into it with that excited, inquisical energy that a child does when they're learning something new. If it gets too mundane, if it gets too scary, ego and the devil will step in, and then they're going to start to really highlight those past pains and hurts of the 10 of Swords. So for you, my Aquarius friends, it's really, again, about looking at self. And when you start to look at self and really focus in on healing and loving yourself, connecting into your intuition, the devil and all those addictions and pieces that are not supporting you in your life's journey and your greater life's purpose will fall away. And we'll stop focusing so much on those past pains because you're focusing in on ourselves. We only have so much time and energy in a day. All right, let's look at a blessing. What blessing, all right, jumped out at me, does the Fall Equinox have for my Aquarius friends? And that's spirit, initiation. So you're looking at that start of something, really connecting into spirit and really being excited about that new aspect. Again, we're tapping right into that page piece here. When you're starting something new, and the High Priestess brings us something new, we have hidden talents that we can access. We're going to be connecting into our intuition more. We're going to be focusing in ourselves, which is a change because we always don't do that. When we start to focus in on those, that's a lot of new. Our intuition and our spirit will really focus us and help us move forward. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however the cards were meant for you. I drew them especially for my Aquarius friends. What further information do they have for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you were looking for something more personal or specific, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain more insight and direction into what you should be releasing this Fall Equinox. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create fun and insightful videos for my Zodiac friends. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you'd like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd really hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you'd like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Aquarius friends.